watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio. It's streaming online at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Wednesday, June 5th. Good evening, I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening. Following the death of a former UNLV student in 2019, Giovanni Ruiz pleads guilty to murder of Paula Davis. Rory Roselle has the story.
A Las Vegas suspect has officially pled guilty to the charges of sexual assault and murder of a former UNLV student in 2019. Giovanni Ruiz entered a plea deal in the Clark County District Court on Tuesday, June 4th, only 2 weeks before he was scheduled to head to trial. He appeared in court on Tuesday wearing a blue jail uniform and a surgical mask as he hid his face from new photographers. He appeared to cry and rub his eyes following the hearing. Ruiz was arrested and charged with the murder of 19-year-old Paula Davis, who allegedly was his ex-girlfriend. She was found shot to death in a North Las Vegas park in September of 2019. 4 days after she was found, North Las Vegas police arrested Ruiz. According to an arrest report, detectives believe that Davis was killed somewhere else before being taken to the park. And according to reports, Davis died of 2 gunshot wounds to the head. A Clark County medical examiner testified before the grand jury in 2019, saying that there were signs that Davis was raped as she died. Investigators found a semi-automatic gun missing 2 rounds inside of Ruiz's home, along with a receipt showing that the weapon was purchased 2 days before Davis was killed. Davis' family told investigators that Paula broke up with Ruiz about 10 months after they were dating, and that Ruiz reportedly was highly possessive and jealous. He agreed to a sentence of life in prison with the possibility of parole after 42 years, and pleading guilty to first-degree murder with a deadly weapon and sexual assault with a deadly weapon. If he is ever released on parole, Ruiz will face a lifetime of supervision and will be required to be a registered sex offender. Ruiz remains in custody since his arrest in 2019, and sentencing is now scheduled for July 25th.
And we bring you tragic news from Death Valley National Park. Rigoberto R.J. Avina, a valued member of the National Park Service, is met with a fatal accident on May 25th in Death Valley National Park. Avina, who had dedicated nearly 3 years to the Park Service, was not on duty at the time of the incident. According to the report from the California Highway Patrol, the Nissan Altima, driven by Avina, was westbound on California Highway 190, approximately 2.5 miles east of Furnace Creek Wash Road. Tragically, the vehicle left the roadway, overturning multiple times, and Avina was ejected from the vehicle. The report suggests that Avina may have fallen asleep while driving. Avina, age 28, hailed from Pahrump, Nevada, and had been an integral part of Death Valley National Park's maintenance division since September 2021. He leaves behind his wife and 2 young sons, who now must navigate the devastating loss of their beloved husband and father. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family, friends, and colleagues of Rigoberto R.J. Avina during this difficult time. And in other news, a man is stabbed to death inside a homeless encampment on the Flamingo Arroyo Trail in Las Vegas. Samantha Roberts has more on this story.
In the early hours of May 25th, tragedy struck in East Las Vegas as dispatchers from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department responded to a chilling call reporting a stabbing incident in the 2600 block of Southland Boulevard. Upon arrival, officers discovered a grim scene. The victim, whose identity remains undisclosed, lay motionless, succumbing to the fatal wounds inflicted upon him. Despite immediate medical intervention, the victim was pronounced dead at the scene. Police investigators swiftly identified a suspect suspect in connection with the stabbing. Elvis Rubalcaba, age 46, was taken into custody on Friday in relation to the tragic incident. He now faces a charge of open murder with a deadly weapon and has been booked into the Clark County Detention Center. Authorities urge anyone with information regarding the stabbing to come forward and assist in the ongoing investigation. Those willing to provide information can contact the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Section at 702-828-3521. Alternatively, anonymous tips can be submitted through Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
And the U.S. presidential race continues to heat up as the November 5th election is only a mere months away. News 25 correspondent Maria Centers now joins us from Las Vegas with Trump's take on Biden's executive order.
As Joe Biden has demonstrated that he cannot and will not secure our southern border, even Democrats are blasting Tuesday's executive order, which has already been hit with legal threats. The question remains, is Joe fronting at the border regarding our upcoming U.S. presidential debate, where according to polls, he will be trumped?
The truth is that Joe Biden's executive order won't stop the invasion. It's weak and it's pathetic. It will actually make the invasion worse. Millions of people a year will continue to pour across our border and be released into our country. And we recently learned Biden is secretly granting mass amnesty to hundreds of thousands of these illegal aliens, along with welfare, government benefits, work permits, and jobs. He's not doing that, however, for our veterans. He's not doing that for our homeless.
America's 45th president is holding a rally here in Las Vegas this Sunday, June 9th.
Many of the left are even pushing for illegal aliens to vote in our elections, which is what this is all about. That's why they're allowing up to 20 million people since he took office. When I was president, we built over 500 miles of border wall, stopped the flood of criminals, and we had the safest border in the history of our country.
President Trump's last Las Vegas rally was held this January, complete with a massive turnout and line that wrapped around the venue.
No country can sustain the damage that our country is sustaining. All over the world, crime rates are going down. Because all over the world, not just South America, they're sending criminals into the United States of America. They're taking their drug dealers and their people in jail, lots of people in jail. They're taking their murderers, their killers, they're taking them all and they're sending them into the United States. In Venezuela, crime is down a staggering 67%.
Sunday's rally is being held at Sunset Park with doors opening at 9 a.m.
We're not going to let it continue. We're going to get them out. We're going to bring our country back to safety. We're going to make America great again.
Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
Thank you very much, Maria. Great job in the trenches, as usual, in Las Vegas. More news coming up. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo, and I hope you're staying very cool. Edward O'Brien, candidate for Nye County Commissioner, District 3, stops by KPVM studios on Tuesday to talk about his campaign one last time before the June 11th primary election.
Hi there, my name is Edward O'Brien. I'm the current candidate for Nye County Commissioner District 3. First off, I want to thank everybody for all the invites to this, different events that were put on out here throughout the town of Pahrump, and also for the people of Nye County to be able to get the candidates in front of the people. There was a lot of different things that were asked, that a lot of great questions were asked, especially at the debates and also the luncheons, that the people aired their concerns about different things that we would like to, or how we would go about certain situations. Like I said, there's a lot of issues out there, and you have the people. The one thing I will say is this, is that I will be a fighter for the people, and it's all about the people voting us in the office to where we make the decisions, the best possible decisions for the people of the county. And I want to be that voice for the people. I want to be a fighter for the people, and I also want to be that influence for the people. My family has roots out here. My dad came out here in '89. I myself have been out here since, well, actually my whole life, 31 years. I graduated high school out here in 2011, and I became an Eagle Scout at 18 years old. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly out here, and I want to be that person to help make a difference collectively with the BOCC and with the people. So, and from what I understand, there has been a really good voter turnout, early voting. Thank you for exercising your right to vote, first of all. And if you haven't voted yet, there's great candidates out there. However, it's all about the best possible candidate for what the people believe to take over that seat. And like I said, I just want to be the fighter for the people. So if you haven't voted yet, I hope to earn your vote. If you have, awesome job, and I look forward to serving the constituents of Nye County. Thank you.
Good morning news now. The couple that have been arrested in Boulder City for hoarding animals are now facing felony charges in Las Vegas.
Multiple felony animal abuse charges have been filed against a Las Vegas couple that were accused of hoarding dozens of animals. This couple was arrested and tried in Boulder City for these same charges. The couple, Carolyn Luke and Timothy Miller's alleged deplorable conditions, led to the death of several pets back on April 3rd earlier this year. According to the Clark County DA office, 16 dogs were found dead in both a Las Vegas house and hotel room that belonged to Miller and Luke. A total of 16 animal cruelty charges are filed against them, one for each dog. District Attorney Steve Wolfson stated that these dogs were consistently deprived of their most basic needs for a prolonged period that led to organ failure. Each count of animal cruelty carries up to 4 years in prison in addition to a $5,000 fine. This equates to a maximum of 64 years in prison and a fine of $80,000. The couple's next appearance in court is scheduled for August 22nd, and they have been ordered to not possess any animals during their release.
Well, as you know, school is officially out. Parents might be wondering what there is for children to do on their free time. Circus Adventure Dome has the perfect deal for you.
Summer is quickly approaching, and with school being out, there's not much to do for the kiddos, especially here in Pahrump. Thankfully, an hour away, Las Vegas is there with full fun activities for children. One of the main attractions that parents and children love is the Adventure Dome in Circus. The Adventure Dome knows just how much families love this place, and they are now having a perfect offer for families to beat the heat in this excessive heat warning weather. Wristbands for the casino's indoor amusement park will now be 50% off all day on Saturday, June 15th, giving the thrill seekers the access to dozens of rides that the Adventure Dome has to offer. Guests can also check out the variety of new upgrades and enhancements, perfect for children and adults to have just a little bit of fun as well. For those who are staying at the Circus Hotel, there is also a year-round water park available that features 2 pools, whirlpools, a splash pad filled with water cannons, spill buckets, and a 50-foot slide tower for those who are feeling daring enough to ride. The 50% off deal is only valid on Saturday, June 15th, so make sure to book those tickets in advance. If you have any additional questions, you can visit circuscircus.com/Adventure Dome tickets.
And if you'd like to purchase your tickets in advance, just go online and visit circuscircus.com. In sports, well, the Las Vegas Aces are hitting the court as we speak. And the home game's just about sold out. That's a hot ticket. Here's Mikey with your look at sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators won another one last night against the El Paso Chihuahuas, 3-1.
That's a 4-game winning streak.
Rematch tonight at 5:35. The Oakland Athletics are requesting to play up to 8 home games a season away from the team's future $1.5 billion Las Vegas ballpark, a move that could significantly undercut the financial projections presented last year when the team sought $380 million in public financing for the project. Las Vegas Aces are in Dallas tonight. They're taking on the Wings. That game is in progress. And Pahrump Valley Trojan JV baseball players, the school asks that you please turn in your uniforms ASAP. You may drop them off at the school any day from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. until June 14th. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thank you very much, Mikey. A business brief with Maria. Up next, you're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. In today's business brief, Maria Centers talks with the founder and CEO of Gold Standard X in Dallas, Texas, in our Segment 3 report.
How does your premier company, Gold Standard X, contribute to ensuring that families receive the highest value for their precious metal collections?
So typically families will bring in a collection and they will pay to get that collection appraised. You know, depending on the appraiser and the documents they have, it might be difficult to appraise that collection. Whereas with an auction house, you tend to have archives. So we have over 500,000 lots that have been sold. We can search those archives for every individual item and see what a fair market value will bring. We take in collections on consignment. We then market them by sending out email and are on TV, radio, and other various avenues so that we can reach the broadest audience. Then once those items are paid for, we collect that. All of the time, the items stay under our full insurance coverage policy. And as soon as the items are paid for and completed, the consignor is paid out in full.
Now, what are the typical expenses associated with analyzing and selling a collection, and how are families compensated?
Gold Standard X does take consignments. We take in thousands every single year. We work with consignors that are local all the way through other countries. So the first step of the consignment process would be sending either an email or a text, just laying out the items in some sort of verbal format. We can also take photos of the items so that we can start evaluating them and determine what is the best course of action for your estate. If you are local, you are welcome to drive your items into our offices here in Dallas, Texas. If you are out of state or not local, we can send you a prepaid label that is fully insured. You will print this label out, you will put your items in a box. As soon as they are delivered to our office, you will get a full and complete accounting. All boxes are opened under full 24/7 camera and are fully insured. If you have a large estate, we can also send out our folks to your residence or wherever your items are stored, and they can pick them up. Again, fully insured transport from your location to ours. We will then give you a complete accounting of the items before they are photographed and listed on our website. You will then get a complete printout of how they sold, and you will get a check at the end of the sale.
How can individuals reach out to Gold Standard X for assisting with evaluating collections or purchasing precious metals from your website?
Yes, absolutely. So you can reach Gold Standard X via email 24/7. You can reach out to us at info@bidgoldstandard.com. You can also reach out via our phone lines. They're available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We also have direct Slack messages, or you can send a number of messages on the different platforms we are on, and we will absolutely get back to you within a few hours. Gold Standard X is open 7 days a week. You know, we hold auctions through the weekend. We have advisors available Monday through Friday to take any questions or see if there's an avenue that works best for you, whether you're buying or selling. We're happy to work with evaluating collections and also seeing what we can do for you.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
It's the Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam. Beautiful pictures over the Saddle West, the hot air balloons. Now listen, we're in an excessive heat warning, southern Nevada right through Friday night, but we're not out of the woods or out of the desert. The complete forecast in a bit.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Pahrump's Bill Hochstedler, Republican candidate for State Senate District 19, endorsed by the Nye County GOP.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Roy Rosell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.TV and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada right now, up in northern Nevada, Fernley is at 95 degrees, Fallon is at 97, Carson City at 93, Tonopah at 90 degrees, Goldfield at 93, just like Carson City, Beatty at 102 degrees, Amargosa at 107 degrees, Las Vegas at 105, and Death Valley is at 118 degrees. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 104 degrees today. The high today just a little while ago was 105 degrees. It was sunny, wind blowing south-southwest at 6 miles per hour. Humidity 10% today, and the sun rose this morning at 5:26 and is going to set tonight at 7:58 p.m. We're hitting that 8 p.m. mark really soon. Anyways, the humidity tonight is going to be 17%. The wind's going to continue to blow east-southeast at 8 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 77 degrees with clear skies. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. We are going to be seeing a few clouds throughout this weekend, but other than that, it's clear skies and sunny skies, staying in the triple digits throughout this week and next week. Our highest temperature tomorrow, Thursday, at 107 degrees. I know you guys keep hearing me say, stay hydrated and bust out that sunscreen, but I mean it, especially with this excessive heat warning here. Back to the desk, here's Chris.
Thank you very much, Miss Roselle. We're getting that summer weather a little early here. And remember, folks, these temperatures are no joke. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and stay tuned to us here at News 25 with all the latest updates. I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a great night.